So guys, welcome to my custom tactics video for the weekend league, but mainly it's for 4-2-3-1. If that's what the title says, then you know that's what I'm going with. 4-2-3-1. It's going to be the narrow one with the 3 cams, but obviously in game they're a little bit more wider than that. I think you'll find. This is the team that I'm using. It's the brand new one that I'm going to use for Foot Champs this weekend, starting the 15th of October. It does look a little bit weird, but you know, check out my Road to Glory episodes and you'll see why they're like that and how I've got to this stage. So Renato to Glory, it's based on Renato. Check it out, I'll link it below. So yeah, welcome to the custom tactics. They're going to be really basic, really quick. We'll start with ultra defensive and work our way up to ultra attacking. Defensive and attacking are the two that I use most in the game. I'll probably start out attacking and then flick back to defensive, you know, just the game changes a little bit. But, you know, I'll go through it when I get to it. It's not too much difference between them, so just take it as it comes. But 4-2-3-1, I use the other variation with the left mid and right mid when I'm playing ultra defensive, and here is why. So we played drop back. I think this is pretty typical for a super defensive formation. You're trying to control the game, you're trying to keep ahead and just feel out the game. Especially in champs, it's really important to stay something like this because the pressure piles and piles and piles, so you need it really. We go 40-20, balanced, 50 width, so when you go out a little bit, you get a little bit more width as you go, and 3-1-1. You want 1-1 on these two because it's important, but players in the box isn't really that important. You won't have that many players forward anyway to make that sort of decision, so yeah, so pretty basic. Stay back while attacking on the defenders. On the left mid, when you're playing this one with the left and right mid, come back on defense, stay wide, get in behind, get into the box for cross. Come back on defense is majorly important, and the other 3 options are more just when you do get forward, you want them to be in the right position for it, and so you want space and you want them to be getting involved where they can. So and always being an option. That's what I have on the wingers. CDMs, it's different really. It's different for each formation and each like defensive, ultra defensive, attacking, etc. But cut passing lanes or balance seems pretty strong, and cover center on them with stay back while attacking is pretty basic throughout. So that would be the feature of all of them. For the cam position, come back on defense and get into the box. So he's coming back when he can, and when he can get forward, he gets into the box. Really basic and important stuff. And for your attacker, stay forward because they aren't going to come back and do much anyway from where they are, and you always want someone up top to hoof it to maybe win the ball, so getting behind with them as well. You want a big striker with a bit of pace really, so someone like David or maybe Aubameyang's got a little bit of pace, but someone a little bit big who could win the header, and then someone who could turn as well if they need to, or get, you know, a ball played through to them. So you do, in this formation, it is just all about coming back, so there's no real specific players you want to use in these positions, it's just you want people back. So let's go on to my defensive. So this is one of the typical ones I'll use. Very similar to attacking. It's balanced 40-55, balance 50, 6-1-1. Again, players in box, corners and free kicks, there's no real difference between them throughout most of these. They don't change a hell of a lot. The corners and free kicks you just want really down low though, because you don't want people flooding the box. This game isn't meant for that, from what I've learned so far, so I'd keep them low. But your depth there is just to get a little bit ahead, get a little bit forward and start intercepting them balls earlier up the pitch. Instruction wise, we are stay back while attacking with overlap on the fullbacks. So again, stay back while attacking, you don't want them charging forward all the time, but when they do go forward, they're always playing the outside pass. As you like, forwards might cut in a little bit more, they're always giving an option on the right if they are there. Like I said, CDMs, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center. You can play balanced on the defensive behavior instead of cut passing lanes, but it just depends what you feel like works best for you and what your playstyle also suits. For your wingers, come back on defense again. This is the more defensive one, so come back on defense, get into the box for cross. They come back when they need to, they go forward and get into the box when they can as well. On the cam, it's the same thing really. You want them coming back because you are in the defensive more variation of it. You want them coming back, and you always have that player up top who's going to stay there as well. So come back on defense, get into the box for cross. And for your forward, who in this case I've chosen Dembele, I think that's because my typical formation has Dembele up top, because it's not the, you know, the hoof up one, it's just the one that's like the typical playstyle one. So stay forward and getting behind is always there for the running behind. So that's the defensive one, and like I said, it's not too different from the attacking one. We're a little bit more forward with 65 depth, so 40, 65, 50, balanced, 7-1-1. We've got one more player in the box. It doesn't really make a difference. This one's a little bit more forward, and the instructions are a little bit more tailored towards that as well. So we are stay back while attacking and overlap on the fullbacks. We are balanced and cut passing lanes, cover centre, step out while attacking on the CDMs. Whatever you prefer, cut passing lanes, balanced, whatever. Cover centre is really important though. It keeps them tight and compact, and that's what you want when people are playing through the middle. You've got 4 players on the wings basically who are going to come back anyway. So yeah, that's pretty good. You'll notice I don't have them on come back on defence for the wingers on this, because basic defensive support, you want them to be able to just freely move back and forward without being on the free roam tactic. So you want them to be up and down the pitch really as much as you can. So just having them on get into the box for cross is like the most important thing really. Just get them involved when there's the opportunity. For the cam, stay forward, get into the box for cross. It's very similar, just you want them charging forward. It's the more attacking variation of it. Get into the box for cross. It's simple stuff, really simple. And for your forward, getting behind, stay forward. The idea with the 4-2-3-1 is to have everyone getting involved as much as possible. But what you'll find when you play, especially in the FUT Champs games, is that you won't always get the opportunity to play that really attacking style. You have to play more options, you have to play slower. So just playing with a little bit more up and down the pitch and playing with a little bit more down the middle as well, I find is probably the best way to get used to it. So these tactics are tailored towards that, and obviously it is per the person's playstyle as well. So my playstyle might be different to yours, and I just prefer that tactic and that sort of lineup in that way. Now the ultra attacking, you're down 2-0, you need a goal or something desperately. Constant pressure, fast build up, balanced. You can't really go wrong with it. 50 width, 80 depth, 50. 7, and then just throw everyone forward. In fact, it's probably go to 10. You just want everyone in the box, throw everyone into the box as quick as you can, get everyone at the pitch as quick as you can, and that's the main idea. Play 4-2-4, as many people forward in as far forward positions as possible. Join the attack overlap, balance, get into the box across, cover centre. So they're still doing their job, they're staying in the middle, and they are a little bit defensive. You know, they aren't charging forward as they need to, because you need people to be the option in the middle as well. If you've got 4 people forward, 4 people sort of slowly coming up the pitch, is the best way just to get the passes linked and the triangles working. Stay forward, getting behind, stay central, getting behind on that one, and stay forward, just so that they're like, one can drift a little bit and one stays there for that option. It's just about creating the different opportunities to do the triangles really. Stay forward, cut inside, getting behind, come in for the finesse shots. Bamba's got a decent right foot on him, and Dembele's got that left foot to cut inside. They're perfect for the ultra attacking, and finesses are still sort of broken a little bit, so that's the most ideal situation for that. So obviously it's not the 4-2-3-1 in the constant pressure ultra attacking one, but you're not going to play that formation when you're trying to desperately get a goal. That's a much more controlling formation and a much more dominant one overall, but this one is just charge forward. So they're the tactics anyway, and this is the team that I'm using. So I hope you enjoyed the custom tactics video. I hope you learnt a little bit, and I hope you do well in your FUT Champs games this weekend.